Bless up Electroculture family. We're going to take a look at the current lineup of equipment offered from the Fertile Current Comprehensive Electroculture. We're going to start with the antennas and move along here. Um, every year or so I like to just give an update on what we have available and what we're doing. So we're going to start with the antennas. I have only the Plus models here, which are our premier model antennas. The standard models are definitely still available and on the website as well, and all that means are they're the same as these, but without the split ring resonator. So to keep it simple, we have all Plus enhanced models here today. We'll start with the CW1 Plus. This is for higher mounting, for aerial mounting. You'll notice all the antennas have similar overlapping features, just slightly different designs for maximization in different applications. So these are to be mounted 15 feet plus, the higher the better. The CW2 Plus is designed to be a little bit more lightweight, a little more sleek, and to be variable height mounted, so you can mount it as low or as high as you want. I do always recommend at least 8 feet or 9 feet up to give enough potential difference. And then we have the CW3 Plus. This antenna is a more powerful version of the CW2 essentially, with 2 piezo rods, larger magnets, a larger body with more paramagnetic basalt core filling, which they all have. All of these models are core filled with paramagnetic basalt, as well as the thermocouple, the telluric rods, the magnets, the voltaic stack, and the aerial component for cationic collection, and then the piezo rods here for piezoelectricity through pressure. And then here is a CW4 Plus model. This has all the same features scaled down and is kind of designed, although it can be used in all kind of variable applications, designed for potted or container plants. Noticing the longer stem here to be inserted directly into a container or bed. And then these connections here also for alligator clips for frequency generators or any kind of radionics or experimental equipment that one may wish to use. Moving along to the accessories, these are modular accessories for the antenna, so they can be coupled with any of the models here at any point. These are the piezo arc amplifiers, utilizing piezoelectricity pressure on the quartz, as well as a vibration through the coil loop that is beneficial to plants, animals, and humans. These clamp directly to the antenna bodies and then clip to the lead wire with that alligator. We have the inline crystal oscillators. Crystals have a unique property of having stable frequency. So these, like most electronics, use some sort of crystal oscillator. Our electroculture systems are no different. These go inline in the wire that traverses from the antenna to the ground level, usually installed at eye level to enjoy the beauty of the quartz. We have now here the magnetic signal boosters. These are used when applying traditional ground line conductor systems, traditional electroculture systems utilizing a ground line conductor, ferrous metal, galvanized steel preferably, and these slip directly over that wire, increasing the magnetic field of that ferromagnetic wire, and then thus increasing the voltage through the law of induction. So then we here have the point source radiance ground system. These are a bit different. This is an innovative approach that creates an isotropic field of influence connected to an antenna as well. These are each designed to cover a 50 by 50 foot area. So it would be mounted or installed in the center of a 50 by 50 area, and then from the point source, the field of influence radiates outward 25 feet in all directions, including into the atmosphere, creating a spherical field of influence for plants. Okay, moving along, we have the telluric tree revitalizer. This is for young trees, saplings, young orchards, small plants essentially in trees. This inserts in the ground with the telluric, with the Lakovsky ring going around the stem or the base of the young tree, with the gap facing north. Here we have the Cloud C Aqua Inductor. This is an aqua inductor for water sources, compost teas, nutrient solutions, any moving fluid that can be connected to a 3/4 standard hose, using induction, electromagnetic induction, to excite the atoms and create light energy, and increasing dissolved oxygen in water. This can be used in agricultural as well as aquatic life applications. Moving along here, we have the CWB unit antennas. These are designed to mount the ring mounts directly onto a beehive super, onto the side, ring facing, gap facing north, and then connects ultimately to this plate that installs at the entrance of the beehive, transmitting that beneficial frequency to the plate where the bees pass by potentially thousands of times per day. All the hardware and mounting accessories are in there. Here we have a simple 3-ring harmonious split ring resonator set. Those can be used around small plants or indoor plants in the home, as well as around parts of the body like the wrist. Those are traditional applications. Then we have behind that the environmental compensator tabletop antennas. These are a pretty dynamic device. You can read more about them on the website, utilizing the written word and symbols to modulate the frequency or the signal sent from the coil loop. So it's kind of like a prayer antenna, manifestation antenna. And like I said, you can read more about them on the website. And then out front here, we have the Heaven and Earth Patterns broadcasters. These are connected to an antenna which is aerial mounted or mounted as high as possible to create more potential difference with the plate that is at the bottom of the broadcaster. And in between there, you insert your reagents, anything you want to modulate that frequency and transmit to your soil. So mineral samples, nutrients, prayers, thoughts, symbols, drawings, photographs, Polaroids, you name it. It can be done. Imprinted waters. So this is a look at what's available right now at thefertilecurrent.com. Please reach out if you have any questions about any piece of equipment you've seen here today. Lots of love and many blessings to you all.